no shame, I'm a geek. Yeah, still I stay so clean. If you like everything geek, tune in, friendship supreme. Ain't no shame, I'm a geek. Still I stay so clean. If you like everything geek, tune in, friendship supreme.
Hey everybody, my name is Cleve.
And I'm Michael.
And welcome to another episode of Extra Jalapenos. Michael, I watched on Netflix, there is Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
Two? Yeah. I have not seen it, but I've seen a lot of clips of it.
I watched it.
How'd you
I
feel?
hated it.
That's pretty common, what I've heard, that it is awful.
You know, so I remember so fondly the first one, even though the first one also isn't really good. Like, it's good because we remember it, but it wasn't. It's almost like someone else made it because of all the errors within the movie. Remember? Like the Pidgeotto thing and calling Nidoqueen a water-type Pokemon, and then the whole, I think they call it a Pinsir or a Scyther, like an Alakazam or something like that. So obviously, we fixed all those things, right? Because we figured out how to do that right. But 11 years later, the animation of it, to me, almost like fan-made.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like, some parts looked good.
Like I made it on Windows Movie Maker.
Right. Like, I don't have any skill, but I feel like if you gave me a system and enough time, I might be able to reproduce this movie. It just wasn't great.
It doesn't look great. It looks really rushed.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish... And then it's dubbed, of course, obviously. So because it's been out for a while, but like it doesn't match up at all. I don't know if that's a hard thing to switch up for us, but I feel like the anime does a good job of making it look like that's what they're saying. This one didn't try at all.
They do give what they call jelly donuts to Pokemon, and they are definitely not jelly donuts.
That's fair. But yeah, I just didn't like it. Didn't like it at all.
Here's the question, though. Did it ever need to be made in the first place?
Done well? Yes.
Yeah.
Done well, I would have loved... Well, but I would have loved to have shown Miles the movie, you know what I mean? Because it's, you know how it is. It's hard to get a child to watch an old movie. It's hard to get me to watch an old movie, depending on the age of it. So... Like, it would have been nice to have better animation. You know, clean it up. Kind of like Zelda Wind Waker. You know what I mean? Clean up some pixels, smooth everything out, push it back out. But that didn't happen here.
Did anything in the story change?
No.
Identical story?
In fact, Mewtwo again blew up 2 different islands. Because I made sure. Oh, they did change. You remember in the beginning? I don't know if this was ever a thing that bothered you, but in the beginning of the old one, Ash got challenged by some pirate in the very beginning, and the guy was like, I'm going to send out 3 Pokemon to fight you, which is cheating, but one of them is a Golem, and Pikachu just shocks him, and then Golem goes down, but Golem can't go down because he's ground type, and that is immune to it. They fixed that.
But I feel like the anime did that a lot.
Oh, man.
Originally, the anime did, like, a bunch of shit where it was like, this doesn't make sense.
Well, we do a whole episode on things that the anime did wrong. There was one fight that I remember where they used a Will-O-Wisp, and it was like an attack that hurt character, but it only inflicts burn in the game. Weird stuff. Anyway, just disliked it altogether, all around.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
It seems to be a universal consensus. I've yet to find someone that's like, go watch it now.
Yeah, Pikachu looked good sometimes. The Pokemon look good sometimes. But all the actual people were poop. Except for, you know what? Honestly, Jesse and James didn't look bad.
Well, it's because of the best.
That's fair. You know, it was nice to see them in their full element again. Oh, they also took out the Minnesota Viking joke. I don't know if you remember the Minnesota Viking joke.
I don't.
Yeah. The Team Rocket goes to pick up Ash and the gang from the Pokemon Center, and they're dressed as Vikings, and they have a boat. And Brock's like, Brock or Misty are like, oh, I don't remember ever seeing any Vikings around this area. And Ash goes, yeah, they usually hang out in Minnesota. So I guess the NFL exists in the Pokemon world, but whatever.
Well, thank God.
Another thing that they didn't change that I felt like maybe you should have. So I don't know if you remember in the original one and in this one because they didn't change it. Brock, they get the invitation and it's the Nurse Joy spoiler, and
Mm-hmm.
Brock is like, "Oh man, she's cute." Right? Then they go to the
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon Center and they're like, "Oh, you can't use the Pokemon Center because Nurse Joy's been missing." And then Brock goes to Nurse Joy's flyer. And he's like, "Oh man, she is good looking." I'm like, "You're looking at a missing poster. Like,
Yeah, that feels right.
this
That feels
person,
brockish.
this person's missing. Her family's
It's
worried, and
definitely
you're
Brock.
like, "That's some nice eyes on that one." It was a weird, especially the world we live in. I feel like we could have updated that joke, or not even joke.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to call it.
I imagine in the real world now, he probably would have taken the flyer and taped it to a pillow.
Oh, Officer Jenny would have arrested him out the gate. She would have had a hunch and ran with it.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't. When I saw that they remade it, to me, I was like, I don't know that this was even needed. It just felt like we were trying to cash in on something that just seemed unnecessary.
But they put it on Netflix. It didn't cost me anything. I just needed it to be
I mean,
good.
it does
I needed it to be someone's passion project.
cost you like $12 a month, $7
Mm.
a month.
Not if I use Jennifer's.
It comes out the same money, man.
Yeah, I know. Just makes me feel
So
better.
plus,
Uh,
it's really just them trying to grab at anything they can as far as content goes to keep you with them and not go to Disney Plus.
yeah, I mean, and you know what? I think they're pairing up a lot with Nickelodeon, which is smart.
Yep. Speaking of which, actually today I found a show that I'm always on the hunt for shows that I can watch with Jameson, and I found one that I think it's a Nickelodeon slash Netflix exclusive called Glitch Tech, and it the best I can describe the artwork is like a Gorillaz music video, and that is a compliment.
Yeah.
But they're basically like really good at video games, and because of that, they get hired on at a video game company like Nintendo, and they then have to go around the city saving people from glitches that come from the video games.
Okay. Is this all animated or is there live action to it?
All animated.
God, I feel like live action. I feel like I remembered something like that, but I might just be making it up.
Are you thinking a reboot?
No, God, no. I hated the reboot.
Reboot,
Also,
reboot was rough.
also the Carmen San Diego. I tried to watch it. Not a fan. I tried to. I really
The
did try to
reboot.
like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great.
The Magic School Bus one was actually not bad.
I didn't see the Magic School Bus one. Oh,
It wasn't terrible.
other Pokemon news. Did you know that Pokemon is getting into the exciting world of uh bu- 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 ASMR?
Why?
Oh no, but they want it. So real
And
quick,
how?
I so I'll describe what they are to you, and then I'll send them to you so that you can experience it as well. So far there are two. There's one of a Chespin, which is the grass type starter for Pokemon X and Y, eating little Pokepuffs. And then there is a Charmander at night sleeping, and his
This is
fire
some weird sexual thing.
his fire is making like the prickly sound like a tail would, or like a tail would, like the crackling
Fire.
sound that like fire would. I don't mind that one. That one's an interesting sound. But the chewing one, I hate it. So
Again,
it
I
is
go back to it sounds like a sexual thing, and I don't, you know, it's just like people mushing bread with their feet.
not the same exactly. Maybe do you just associate it with that? Because I kind of do. I kind of associate the ASMR with, like, I try to stay open to the fact that that's not what it is for everyone. But I struggle with that because every time I think about it, that's what I think.
Yeah, and I could be way off because really I don't know what the definition is, so I could be way off.
It is, okay, is a tingling sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down your back. So it's basically like sounds that give people chills. A feeling of well-being combined with a tingling sensation in the scalp and down the back of the neck as experienced by someone in response to specific gentle stimulus, often a particular sound. So it doesn't necessarily have to be, it's almost like focusing in on a sound that people enjoy, but I always hate the sound of chewing.
Yeah,
Sometimes if I have earbuds in and I'm eating a sandwich, but like I can, you know how because your ears are kind of clogged, like you can hear yourself crunching on something? I hate it. So if I hate when I do it, I damn sure want to hear when someone else does it. But the fire, like, and that's why I'm saying the fire one, just the sound of like sitting in a fire pit and hearing the fire crackle, I get that one. That is the first one that I've ever been like, oh yeah, okay, I can put that on and go to sleep. Like, I can deal with that as white noise. That's the first time I've ever felt that way. All the other ones, I hate it.
but why is the noise gotta be white, Cleve?
I mean, it's a positive, so obviously it has to be white. Yeah, so with that being said, and that particular sound, okay, I get where you're going. I get what you're
Yeah,
trying to achieve.
sure. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Everybody gets their kick however they get their kick, whether
But
it's soothing or whatever.
the chewing one, I will never understand that one. And that's just me and my preferences. But I just felt like you should know that that's a thing that exists.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, living that nightmare. Anyway, so yeah, Pokemon, hated it. That was the point of this conversation. If anybody out there liked it, or if anybody agreed with me, comment down below. Send us an email. We have friendship.supreme@gmail.com. You can comment on our social media. It is Facebook, it is Instagram, it is Twitter. They are all Friendship Supreme, except for the word friendship for Twitter. It has no eyes in it because all eyes are on our YouTube page, which is youtube.com, and just search Friendship Supreme. We will always be there for you. I have been Cleve.
I'm Michael, and that's been One Spicy Take.
Finding the geek within.